What's up guys, TheTechPerson here. Today in this video, we are going to answer the question, which phone is the better option, the iPhone XR or the Galaxy S10e? Both are exactly the same price and direct competitors, so it's interesting to see which is the better option. Let's get into the video. So the first thing I want to talk about is the display. The display is the main way you interact with your phone, so it is very important. The Galaxy S10e is much better in this department, with an Infinity O display with a resolution of 2280 by 1080 with 438 pixels per inch. On the other hand, the iPhone XR has a 1792 by 828p display with 326 pixels per inch. The Galaxy S10e has a way better resolution. The Galaxy S10e also has a punch-hole display, which is significantly smaller than the notch on the iPhone XR, which stores Face ID. The Galaxy S10e also has way smaller bezels compared to the iPhone XR. The XR also has a bit of a bigger display. So overall, the S10e has a way better display in every way. The rear cameras on the S10e are one 12 megapixel camera and a 16 megapixel camera. On the other hand, the iPhone XR has a single lens 12 megapixel camera. Even though the XR does have a single lens, it could still do portrait mode, portrait lighting, and the adjustable blur effect depth control. They both have the same slow-mo effects at 240 FPS, but the S10e takes it further with 960 FPS slow-mo at 480p resolution. The front camera on the S10e is a 10 megapixel, and the front camera on the XR is 7 megapixels. The S10 should have better quality and detail on the front, but the back camera is really personal preference. If you prefer more juicy, saturated, better-looking photos, then the S10e is for you. But if you prefer the iPhone that is more natural and closer to real life, then the XR is better for you. The iPhone XR has a 2942 mAh battery, while the S10e has a 3100 mAh battery. Of course, all is not numbers, but the XR should have better battery life than the S10e due to the lower resolution display and better optimization. The S10e does come with a fast charger in the box though, but the XR doesn't, even though it's a $750 phone. The S10e also has power sharing, which means you could charge any cheap device including the Galaxy Buds and the Galaxy Watch wirelessly by resting them on the back of the S10e. Overall, battery life should be better on the XR. Performance should be around equal on both, but the XR may pull slightly ahead here since it has the more powerful A12 chip compared to the Snapdragon 855. The S10e also has double the RAM of the iPhone XR, with 6GB instead of 3GB. Apps should stay longer in the background on the S10e, but performance should be better on the XR. The S10e also comes with double the storage on the base model, at 128GB compared to 64GB on the XR. You also have to keep in mind that the XR will probably last longer since it will get way more software updates compared to the S10e. Design is subjective, but objectively I believe the S10e looks better at the front, with smaller bezels and the punch-hole display, but I believe the XR looks way better on the back with the camera in the corner and the color options. The XR comes in 6 colors, and the S10e comes in 5 colors. I think the colors look way better on the XR, but that's just my opinion. The iPhone XR has Face ID, which is fine, but the S10e has a fingerprint sensor built in the power button on the side. This is really personal preference, but the fingerprint sensor is faster, but Face ID is more out of the way, since you don't have to really do anything since you're already looking at the phone. The Galaxy S10e has Samsung Pay, which basically works anywhere because it imitates a regular card. The iPhone XR has Apple Pay, which is accepted at a lot of places, but not as much as the Samsung Pay. So overall, the S10e is objectively a better phone on the spec sheet, but it all really comes down to iOS versus Android. If you prefer Android, then the S10e is a great option, but if you prefer iOS, then the XR is also a great option. But if software was not a factor in choosing a phone, I do believe the S10e is overall better. Anyway, thanks for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe with notifications on. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at TheTechPerson, and check out our website and merch. All the links for these will be in the description. For now, I'm the Tech Person, and I'll see you in the next episode.